We're within a couple weeks of lambing, so today we are going to deworm our flock. Here we go. So today we are deworming with Cydectin. There aren't a lot of different classes of drugs that you can use against parasites, and that's one of the challenges. There's only 3 classes, and Cydectin has worked for us. Valbazin is another one that has worked for us. Those are the only 2 that we have seen any kind of results with. It's also important to get a weight on the sheep before you dose them. So you don't want to overdose everybody. You don't want to be guessing. You want to make sure that you're getting the right amount. So it's important to deworm your flock prior to lambing because the worm load count increases rapidly before they lamb, and so you don't want to have that parasite count passed on to their newborns. So we want to deworm them a couple weeks beforehand so that mom's parasite count is down, and just to set them up for the best success as a lamb. Parasite management is really important in the health of your flock overall throughout the whole year, and understanding the life cycle of the parasite is also very important. I completed a course through the University of Rhode Island to really understand how the life cycle of the parasite works. It's different depending on where you live. If you're living in an arid climate, parasites might not be your greatest challenge. For us, where we live, where we have a lot of black dirt, a lot of organic pasture, it's one of our biggest challenges and something that we're always working to manage throughout the year. So we typically deworm a couple of times during the summer, and then again now in the spring right before lambing. And we do this based on their FAMACHA score. So not everybody is going to get dewormed throughout the summertime, just depending on their symptoms at that point, depending on the color of their eye tissue. But now, before lambing, we do want to make sure that for sure our ewes are all dewormed. We'll check our rams as well, just to see how they're doing. But you don't want to just deworm across the board. It's not the best management practice. There are some species of sheep that are more naturally resistant to parasites, or even just different genetic strains. Different bloodlines are more resistant. So those are nice to find, but if you have them on pasture, you're going to find that parasites are a challenge. Deworming went well. All the ladies were about where we expected, right at about a FAMACHA score of 3 or 4. So we dewormed all of the ladies. There were a couple rams and wethers that were more of a 2, and so we let them go by without deworming. We'll take another look at them in the spring before we move them out to pasture to make sure that they're ready for that. At this time, we're also going to separate off the rams and our wethers and ram lambs and put them in a separate pen, because once the lambs start to come, we don't want the rams interfering with the lambs. They may or may not, but we just want to make sure that the lambs are safe. So today I think it's going to be the last cold day, and then we're going to start to creep out of this cold dip of winter. So we will hopefully have some new lambs soon. Thanks for watching.